I'm Allison Hudson, Assistant Director of Media Relations for Dallas Police Department. Joined with me is Executive Assistant Chief Terrence Rhodes, Assistant Chief Sam Sarmiento, and Deputy Chief William Griffith. Chief Como is attending a previously scheduled mandatory Chiefs training. That's why he is not here today. We are here to provide factual update regarding an officer-involved shooting that occurred on Wednesday, March 11, 2026, in the parking structure located in the 1900 block of Medical District Drive. This incident marks the sixth officer-involved shooting involving a Dallas Police Department officer in 2026. 5 of those incidents occurred within Dallas Police Department jurisdiction. 1 involved an off-duty officer in another jurisdiction. No officers were injured during this incident. To provide context for this, it is important to explain the investigation that led to this moment. On February 17, 2026, the Urban Police Department issued a bulletin regarding a black GMC Yukon displaying a stolen U.S. government license plate. Through investigative work conducted by the Dallas Police Department's Intelligence Unit and Fugitive Unit, the suspect was identified as 39-year-old Diamond Mazari Robinson. During the investigation, detectives learned Robinson had been using fictitious information and wearing police-style uniforms to falsely represent himself as a federal agent. Detectives also learned Robinson used the alias Mike King and created fraudulent businesses using false identifying information to hire legitimate police officers for off-duty jobs. Robinson was wanted on multiple felony warrants as well as a parole warrant. Detectives also learned he was operating multiple vehicles during this investigation. The black GMC Yukon and a white Ford F-250 were both reported stolen, and detectives determined he was also operating a silver Dodge Charger, also displaying stolen government license plate. We understand there are additional questions related to other aspects of this investigation. Today's briefing will focus specifically on the officer-involved shooting and the events that led to it. Additional questions unrelated to the officer-involved shooting will be addressed at a separate briefing. I will now turn it over to Executive Assistant Chief Rhodes, who will provide details of March 11th.
On March 11, 2026, at approximately 9:13 p.m., members of the Dallas Police Fugitive Unit located Diamond Mazari Robinson inside a white Mercedes belonging to an acquaintance of the suspect in the parking structure in the 1900 block of Medical District Drive. Fugitive officers spent more than an hour attempting to negotiate with Robinson. During that time, officers offered him opportunities to speak with family members to resolve the situation peacefully, which is a common practice during negotiations. When those efforts were unsuccessful, SWAT officers were called to the scene to assist, and shortly after 10 p.m., SWAT continued negotiations. SWAT officers gave repeated verbal commands for Robinson to exit the vehicle, and at approximately 11:03 p.m., Robinson began to exit the vehicle. While officers continued giving verbal commands, they observed Robinson lower his right hand and produce a handgun and pointed it at officers. SWAT officers deployed a less lethal chemical agent and a flashbang diversion device. 3 SWAT officers then fired their tactical rifles, striking Robinson, and he fell to the ground. SWAT officers approached Robinson and safely removed the gun from his hand. A SWAT medic immediately began life-saving measures, but those efforts were unsuccessful, and Robinson was pronounced deceased at 11:09 p.m. At this time, we'll turn the briefing over to Assistant Director Hudson.
Investigators recovered a total of 11 firearms connected to this investigation. The handgun that was in Robinson's hand at the time of the shooting was reported stolen. Additional firearms were recovered from other vehicles associated with Robinson, as well as his residence. The Dallas County District Attorney's Office is conducting an independent investigation, and the Office of Community Police Oversight has been briefed. All officers involved have been placed on administrative leave, which is standard procedure following officer-involved investigation. We will now watch the body-worn camera and dash cam video.
Stop the car!
Stop the car!
Move your car! Move your car! Stop!
Stop!
Go!
I don't think he knows that.
All right, come on. Yeah. Hey, Sarge, he rolled through this light on us. We're continuing on. We'll stop when you want us to. We're back by the
I'll keep my lights on.
by the station. He's just rolling through these lights on us. You sick? You have your lights on, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's not stopping. We've hit him plenty of times. He is northbound on Market, crossing Jackson.
He's just gonna keep going through. Yeah, no, he's.
Yeah, Sarge, he's not stopping. He's to Maine. Looks like he's
just
going
running
through
lights.
Maine. He's going through a red light. Do we have any coverts with him? Negative. No, he's going through red lights now.
He
All
just
right,
got
he's
all
shooting across. He got all the way in the right-hand lane. He crossed Jackson. I think he continued straight. Get me to the right. See if we can get eyes on him.
I don't know if he made it right or not.
If his hand goes down, I'm sending this round. Yep. I need to know if he's got that gun on him.
We want you to feel peaceful. We want you to do what I ask you to do, and you won't get hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt. It ain't working. I know you're armed.
I got it. I got it.
All I want you to do is let it, hey, when you exit the car, just let it fall. Let it fall. Don't reach for it. Don't do anything. And nothing will happen. Just keep your hands up.
Guys, any other than stand up, I'm sending this round.
Ready? What's your first name, man? Mike? Okay, Mike. Come on, get out. Get out. Keep your hands up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Put your hand up. Don't reach. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. This is it. Come on. Get out. Come on. Get out. Get out. Keep your hands up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Put your hand up. Don't reach. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hold. 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 All right, hey, we're fine. Easy. Everybody good? Is everybody good? Okay.
Go to the right. Go to the right. Hey, watch your backdrop. There's operators on that floor.
No. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. This is it. Come on. Get out. Come on. Get out. Get out. Keep your hands up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Put your hand up. Don't reach. Don't do it.
Don't do it!
Easy, 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 easy. Hey, get behind cover, Jeremy. Back up, back up, back up.
Don't reach! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Before we take any questions, Assistant Chief Sam Sarmiento will provide remarks in Spanish.
El 11 de marzo de 2026, aproximadamente a las 9:13 de la noche, miembros de la unidad de fugitivos de la policía de Dallas localizaron al señor Robinson dentro de un Mercedes blanco de un conocido del sospechoso en la estructura del estacionamiento de la cuadra 1900 Medical District Drive. Los oficiales de la unidad de fugitivos pasaron más de una hora intentando negociar con Robinson. Durante ese tiempo, los oficiales ofrecieron la oportunidad de hablar con miembros de su familia para resolver la situación pacíficamente, lo cual es una práctica común durante las negociaciones en situación de crisis. Cuando esos esfuerzos no tuvieron éxito, se llamó al oficial de SWAT a la escena para asistir y poco después de las 10 de la noche, el equipo SWAT continuó las negociaciones. Los oficiales de SWAT dieron repetidas órdenes verbales para que Robinson saliera del vehículo. Alrededor de las 11:03 de la noche, Robinson comenzó a salir del vehículo. Mientras los oficiales continuaban dando órdenes verbales, observaron que Robinson bajó su mano derecha, sacó una arma de fuego y apuntó hacia los oficiales. Los oficiales SWAT desplegaron un agente químico menos letal y un dispositivo de distracción. 3 oficiales SWAT dispararon entonces sus rifles tácticos impactando a Robinson. Robinson cayó al suelo. Los oficiales de SWAT se acercaron a Robinson y le retiraron el arma de manera segura de su mano. El médico de SWAT en la escena intentó salvarle la vida, pero esos esfuerzos no tuvieron éxitos y Robinson fue declarado fallecido a las 11:09 de la noche. Los investigadores recuperaron un total de 11 armas de fuego relacionadas con esta investigación. Se informó que la pistola que estaba en la mano de Robinson en el momento del tiroteo había sido robada. Se recuperaron armas adicionales de otros vehículos asociados con Robinson, así como su residencia. La Oficina de Fiscal del Distrito del Condado de Dallas está llevando a cabo una investigación independiente y se ha informado a la Oficina de supervisión comunitaria de la policía. Todos los oficiales involucrados han sido puestos en licencia administrativa, lo cual es un proceso estándar tras un tiroteo que involucra a un oficial. Gracias.
We'll now take your questions. Yes. So I'll call up Deputy Chief William Griffith to answer some of that. As far as who he worked for, our focus is on the officer-involved shooting, and so you would have to check with those entities.
Yeah, so the agencies that he reported to work for do not exist. So basically special dignitary police. And so that agency does not exist within the federal government. So that's who he portrayed to be. That's how his IDs that he had put together showed to be. But those agencies do not exist. So there was no actual federal agency that he worked for that existed.
Sure, so your question is about the app that he was using. So like I said, we're gonna focus on the officer-involved shooting, and related to that, but anything else outside of that, we will answer those questions in a separate briefing. So today, we're gonna talk about the officer-involved shooting. So if you have questions related to that, we can answer that, but to answer your other questions, we will answer that at a later time. Correct, yes.
No, so after you saw the day video, officers, the fugitive unit lost sight of him. And so we was able to obtain what we believed his home address was in 1100 block of Peters. So they did some covert surveillance over at that location. Later in the evening, the Yukon became occupied. So they followed the Yukon over to Children's into the parking garage. And then they saw Mr. Robinson and an acquaintance leave the parking lot in a different vehicle, the white Mercedes that you see there. They went to a fast food restaurant, got something to eat, and then returned. So fugitive unit went back upstairs to verify that there was Mr. Robinson inside the vehicle, and that's the time that they made the felony stop on the vehicle. Excuse me. During the shooting? No, ma'am. So when the fugitive unit made the felony stop, the acquaintance inside the vehicle was taken out about 2 or 3 minutes after the stop. She was taken to safety outside the vehicle.
That was inside the parking garage?
Inside the parking lots, yes.
Chief Griffith, can you talk about for how long you had active warrants and what the nature of those warrants were? And if there was like specific offense that led to the fugitive unit pursuing him this day?
So the warrants are really basically from 2017. There was 2 active theft warrants, and the parole violation where he had violated his parole. So those were all back from around 2017 approximately. With regards to the fugitive unit, what had occurred is Irving PD had put out a bulletin about the Yukon with a stolen license plate from the Navy. So based on that, an officer who works for the Dallas Police Department saw the bulletin and noticed he had seen that vehicle at one of the extra jobs. And so he notified the intelligence unit, and they began investigating that, and that's how we got here today.
Chief, related to the shooting and the decision to take him down that day there, this man was very public. Was there any concerted effort to avoid arresting him when he was in a scene with possibly on the campaign trail or public view?
No, I think this occurred after that, after the campaign was over, I believe is when they started really working on the investigation. So basically, after intelligence had worked the case up and had enough information to assist with Fugee, that's when they began following those leads, and it was just about a week or so prior to this all taking place.
How many firearms were found inside the car? Were there any other materials that go into the investigation, his impersonation, of an officer? Were there any other IDs? Were there any badges? What else was found inside?
Yeah, there were several firearms found at the location with a rifle. Inside a couple of the cars, in the white Mercedes and in the Dodge Charger were found weapons and a rifle. There's also his IDs that he had. The ID cards were also found inside the vehicle as well, along with some badges. We executed a search warrant on Mr. Robinson's apartment that afternoon and recovered additional badges and additional firearms.
To follow up on my question about the warrants, is it right that those warrants have been active since 2017, or that's just the case?
Yes, they were active since 2017. There were some additional cases that had been filed, but those warrants passed statute of limitations, so those warrants fell off.
Was he just hard to find because of the aliases?
He's very good at hiding his true identity. And through great police work from the intelligence unit and the Irving Police Department, we were, through technology, able to determine who his real identity was. But he had been living this for many years at this Mike King. So the intelligence unit had been working on it about a week and a half or 2 weeks or so, after the officer had came to them and observed and saw the bulletin of that Yukon where he had seen before. So basically working with the Irving Police Department, they was able to obtain his true identity. They weren't sure who he was at the time, so it was through investigative work they was able to determine that and start working more in depth with locating him, finding out what's going on, all that, even with his alias name. Yes, there was a working relationship that occurred approximately 6 months prior to this incident, that he had just remembered working with him, noticing that vehicle with the government license plate.
Similar question, have you interviewed or encountered just an everyday citizen who said that they haven't encountered him or haven't encountered him as he's impersonating a federal officer or an officer of the law? Just everyday people who would have any sort of interaction or encounter?
We have not personally received any interactions with the community directly. We have been interviewing some potential witnesses and things like that, but if there's anybody who's had any interaction with him, to please give our Special Investigations Unit a phone call to let us know, because we're still investigating the whole circumstances of everything right now.
We understand this, that Yukon had flashing red and blue lights. Is that true? What can you say about that? Is that a
I believe they did have flashing red lights as well. They are seen on flat camera with the lights on in several places.
Is anybody else involved in the manufacture of the raw documents here?
We have not found anything at this time right now, but again, the investigation is very infinite, so we're concentrating on one part of the investigation, which is the shooting at first, and then we'll begin moving into the other things. There's evidence that we found inside Mr. Robinson's apartment that there's a lot of evidence we're still going through to determine, if there's anyone else involved in that. So it's going to take some time to go through all that evidence.